Hi everyone, welcome to the world of GK for learning general knowledge. Today, let's start a new session, that is rivers of India. It is very important topic because many questions are repeatedly asked from this topic. First, let's learn about Himalayan rivers. After finishing that, there will be classes on peninsular rivers. Let's start. Indian geography, rivers of India. The Himalayan river system comprises the Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. So, these are the three major rivers under Himalayan river system. Indus is otherwise known as Sindhu and Ganga is otherwise known as Ganges and Brahmaputra. These rivers and their major tributaries are perennial in character. Perennial means we get water throughout the year and obtaining their water from the glaciers and rain. The main water source of these rivers are glaciers and rain. That's why we get water from these rivers throughout the year. Most of the Himalayan rivers are older than the Himalayas. Such rivers are known as antecedent rivers. Antecedent rivers are those rivers that are older than Himalayas. Most of the Himalayan rivers are antecedent rivers. Now let's see Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers. Himalayan rivers means the rivers originate from Himalayan mountain ranges, and peninsular rivers is that originate from the peninsular plateau and small hills of India. The main Himalayan rivers are Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra. Peninsular rivers Narmada, Tapti, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. Now let's see about the river Indus. Indus is otherwise known as Sindhu. Source is Bokarchu Glacier. Indus River is originated from Bokarchu Glacier and it is the westernmost river system. Indus River system is situated at western side. Singikamban in Tibet. Indus is known as Singikamban in Tibet. Singikamban means lion's mouth. Flows in northwest direction between Ladakh and Saskar range. While studying the physiography of India, we have studied this Ladakh and Saskar range, and here the Indus flows in northwest direction between the Ladakh and Saskar range. Total length is 2,880 kilometers. So, Indus is 2,880 kilometers in length, and length in India 709 kilometers. Only 709 kilometers flowing through India, but total length is 2,880 kilometers and form deep gorges. For example, gorge near Gilgit in Jammu and Kashmir. Near Gilgit, it forms a gorge, and that is in Jammu and Kashmir. Only west flowing Himalayan river. All other Himalayan rivers are east flowing. Only west flowing Himalayan river is Indus. Antecedent river, that we have already seen. Antecedent river means It is older than Himalaya. Mostly mentioned in Rig Veda. River Indus mentioned in Rig Veda in many times. Mohenjo-daro on the bank of Indus. Mohenjo-daro is an Indus Valley civilization site. Flows only through Jammu and Kashmir in India. Indus flows only through Jammu and Kashmir in India. Nimmo Baskop Power Project, that is situated in Leh, and it is in the river Indus. Nimmo Baskop Power Project. Next, we'll discuss about Indus River Agreement. Indus River Agreement was between India and Pakistan, and on 19th September 1960. So, Indus River Agreement was between India and Pakistan, and it was signed on 19th September 1960. Signed by Nehru and Muhammad Ayub Khan. The Indus River Agreement was signed by Jawaharlal Nehru and Muhammad Ayub Khan. According to this agreement, India can take water from these three rivers, Satluj, Beas and Ravi. So we have the right to use water from Satluj, Beas and Ravi. Indus. Now let's see the tributaries of Indus. The major tributaries are Satluj, Jhelum, Chenab, Beas and Ravi. Now let's see one by one. First one is Satluj. Satluj is the southernmost tributary. So, it is the southernmost tributary and it is longest tributary. It is the longest tributary of Indus. Originates from Tibet. Satluj originates from Tibet, enters through Shipkila Pass. Shipkila Pass is in Himachal Pradesh, and this Satluj originates from Tibet and then it enters through Shipkila Pass. And Bakranangal Dam is built across river Satluj. Nanpa Jakri project is situated in Satluj. So, it is a southernmost tributary, longest tributary, originates from Tibet, then it enters through Shipkila Pass. Bakranangal Dam is built across Satluj, and Nanpa Jakri project is in Satluj. Jhelum, it originates from Verinag spring. That name of that spring is Verinag. It originates from Verinag spring, flows through Kashmir Valley. Jhelum river flows through Kashmir Valley, drains to Ular Lake. It ends in Ular Lake, and Srinagar is on the bank. Srinagar city is situated on the bank of Jhelum river. So, Verinag spring originates from Verinag spring, flows through Kashmir Valley, drains to Ular Lake, and Srinagar is situated on the bank of Jhelum river. Now let's see river Chenab. Chenab is the largest tributary. Here we have seen Satluj is the longest tributary. Longest means it is in length, but Chenab is the largest tributary. It is by the volume because it can accommodate more amount of volume. more volume of water. And Chenab is known as Chandrabanga in Himachal Pradesh. Chenab is known as Chandrabanga in Himachal Pradesh, and Baglihar Dam is situated in the Chenab River. Dulhasti Power Project, Ratil Hydroelectric Plant is being built on. So, Chenab is the largest tributary. Chandrabhaga, it is known as Chandrabhaga in Himachal Pradesh because there are two rivers named Chandra and Bhaga, and they will meet and form the Chenab River. That's why it is named as Chandrabhaga in Himachal Pradesh. And there is a dam, Baglihar Dam, built across Chenab River. And Dulhasti Power Project is that also in Chenab River. And Ratil Hydroelectric Plant is being built on Chenab. Next, we'll see Beas. Beas. Okay, there are some more points about those rivers. That first I will discuss that. Satluj, Indira Gandhi Canal is in Satluj, and Sirhind Canal, Karchambang 2 Power Project. All this canal and this power project are in Satluj. Satluj Yamuna Link Canal. That is a canal project between Satluj and Yamuna, called as Hesiodros by ancient Greeks. So, Indira Gandhi Canal is in Satluj. Sirhind Canal, that also in Satluj. Karchambang 2 Power Project is situated in Satluj. Satluj Yamuna Link Canal, that is a canal project between Satluj and Yamuna. And ancient Greeks called Satluj as Hesiodros. Next one, Jhelum. Jhelum, we have already discussed some points. Then Kishanganga Hydroelectric Project. Kishanganga Hydroelectric Project is situated in Jhelum River. Uri Power Project. Uri Power Project is in Jhelum. Tulbul Project, that also situated in Jhelum River. Kishanganga is its largest tributary. So, largest tributary of Jhelum is Kishanganga and known as Hydaspes to ancient Greeks. Ancient Greeks mentioned Jhelum as Hydaspes. So, Kishanganga Hydro Project is in Jhelum River, and Uri Power Project and Tulbul Project is also in Jhelum River. Kishanganga is the largest tributary of Jhelum and known as Hydaspes to ancient Greeks. Next one is Chenab, known as Achaemenid to the ancient Greeks. So, the Greek people, the ancient Greek people, they mentioned the Chenab River as Achaemenid. Now, let's see about the river Beas and Ravi. Beas is the smallest tributary of Indus, and it is the smallest tributary of Indus and originates from Beas Kund. The place of origin is Beas Kund. River flows fully in India. Beas is the only tributary of Indus that flows fully in India. Known as Arjikuja in Vedas. In Vedas, it is mentioned as Arjikuja, and Pong Dam is built across river Bias. Flows through Kulu Kangra Valley. River Bias flows through Kulu Kangra Valley, then Mandi Valley. This Kulu Kangra and this Mandi Valley, everything is in Himachal Pradesh, and it flows through Kulu Kangra Valley and Mandi Valley. And Mandi is famous for salt production. Enter into Punjab plain. After flowing through all this valley, then enter into Punjab plain, and it is called Hyphasis by the ancient Greeks. Ancient Greeks, they called the Bias river as Hyphasis. So, this is the smallest tributary of Indus, originates from Bias Kund. River flows fully in India. That is, among the tributaries of Indus, the only river flows through fully in India. And it is known as Arjikuja in Vedas. And Pong Dam is built across river Bias, flows through Kulu Kangra Valley and Mandi Valley, enter into Punjab plain. It is called Hyphasis by ancient Greeks. Now let's go through river Ravi. Smallest river in Punjab, and Ravi is all 5 rivers are flowing through Punjab, and among the 5 rivers, the smallest river in Punjab is Ravi. Actually, the smallest river is Bias, but the smallest river in Punjab, only a small portion of Ravi flows through Punjab. Then most of the part flows through Pakistan. Originates from Kulu Hills. This Ravi river originates from Kulu Hills, flows through Chamba Valley. Then it flows through Chamba Valley, known as River of Lahore. We know Lahore is in Pakistan, and it is known as River of Lahore. And Teen Dam, or it is otherwise known as Ranjit Sagar Dam, is situated in Ravi. Harappa is on the bank of Ravi. So, Harappa is an Indus Valley civilization site that is on the bank of Ravi. The tombs of Jahangir and Noor Jahan is on its bank. So, we can say tombs of Jahangir and his wife Noor Jahan on its bank. Hydratis by ancient Greeks. So, ancient Greeks mentioned Ravi as Hydratis. So, this river Ravi is the smallest river in Punjab. Punjab, that name itself, it got that name from the 5 rivers, and Punjab means the land of 5 rivers. The river, all the tributaries flowing through Punjab, Satluj, Ravi, Bias, Jhelum and Chenab. All these 5 rivers flows through Punjab, and it got that name from the rivers. And originates from Kulu Hills. This Ravi originates from Kulu Hills. Then it flows through Chamba Valley, and this Ravi river is also known as River of Lahore. And Teen Dam is built across River Ravi. Teen Dam is otherwise known as Ranjit Sagar Dam. And Harappa is the Indus Valley civilization site that is situated on the bank of Ravi. And the tombs of Jahangir and Noor Jahan is on its bank. Hydratis by ancient Greeks. And 2 more points I will tell about this river Indus. And river Indus is called as the national river of Pakistan. River Indus is the national river of Pakistan, and it is called as the lifeline of Pakistan. That's all about the river Indus. If you understood the video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.